Konnichiwa, Genki Desu everyone, it's JJ here, and today we're going to react to another WatchMojo video, and today it's top 20 worst girlfriends in anime. So, without further ado, we're going to see what they believe is the top 20 worst girlfriends in anime. Let's watch.
Swipe left while you still can. This is Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 20 worst anime girlfriends.
Oh yeah, Rent's a Girlfriend. I've been seeing a lot of this anime. I haven't watched
list,
it,
we're
but
looking at
I've heard a lot. I've been seeing it a lot on Twitter.
While in some cases beautiful, have been known to pull some serious crap during their time in committed relationships. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at
I recognize her. Who was that?
There, give me a follow.
Dang, I recognize that character too. I forget her name.
Next. Number 20, Lust. Full Metal Alchemist franchise.
Ah, yes. Yes.
She's devilishly attractive, will light any heart on fire, and as soon as she's got you where she wants, she'll rip your heart out. Not a metaphor. She'll jam her ultimate spear right through you until your insides become your outsides.
Yes.
Just ask Havoc.
Like that.
We're sure he has major regrets about how things ended. We can't exactly blame him for wanting to reach second base with this homunculus.
I mean,
she is,
look at her. Why wouldn't
the
you?
incarnation of desire and meant to appeal to every kind of fantasy, minus the happy ending. Number 19, Saki Yumihara, Inspector.
I've heard of this show, and I've seen, like, little clips, but
look, we can understand.
it seems very interesting that I would watch.
Man has supernatural powers that borderline on immortality can be a shock, but don't you think at the very least you could talk things out before you drop him like interspecies reviewers? Surely upon discovering creatures like Kappa exist in this world, having a dedicated lover like Kuro who can fend them off would be a good thing. Not in Saki's mind, since she calls off their engagement, expresses how she can barely stand the idea of touching him anymore, and bolts out of his life ASAP.
Damn, that sucks. And shows how much she really loves you, huh?
The fact she's a recurring character in the show, as part of some kind of backwater love triangle, is just, Number 18, Team Sweden. Metabots.
Okay, okay, this is an older show.
Metabots, go easy on them, huh? But of course!
As the World Road
Dang, this actually came out when I was born. I was born in 99.
Iki and his fellow members of Team Japan are pitted against numerous other countries.
Why he look like Android 17? You see him right there in the corner?
To have a whole other kind of tactic in mind. Relentless flirting to the point where the boys are left totally under their spell, even willing to lose the match.
Please, will you marry me?
Well, maybe. You should sell Granny's ring for a bus ride back to your hotel. Hasta la vista, Shamishir. Bye-bye, Shami.
At least until they discover
they don't want
of the Robo gang in disguise, and also 3 old, overweight dudes posing as little girls.
Wow.
That's a whole other kind of illegal.
Don't be mad, Iggy.
Why you go me?
Number 17, Violetta. Code Geass.
Bro, I'm rewatching Code Geass now. I just came from upstairs watching it. I'm on the second season. Dog, this, like, rewatching it has just reminded me of how much I love this show. This show is just brilliant. Ah, man, y'all know. If you know, you know.
As a soldier and patriot of the Britannian Empire, none come more loyal than Violetta, who would slaughter any number of Japanese citizens if commanded to, at least until her memory loss comes into play. Without her past indoctrination, she turned into a charming woman who developed a beautiful relationship with Rebellion Commander Ogi. While their love would ultimately trump her prejudice in the end, after she reclaimed her memory, there was the small incident of her shooting him point blank as soon as her amnesia faded. That's one hell of a hurdle to overcome.
Yeah.
Guess Ogi's big on second chances. Number 16, Narumi.
Couldn't be me. I've heard of this show too. Couldn't be me. You shoot me? Nah. It's over. I don't care if you say I'm sorry. No. You shoot me? Get away from me.
Momose, Wotakoi.
弘隆くん、まさか落ち込んでたの？
Love is hard for otaku. We can certainly sympathize with this office worker in regards to her desire to keep her inner nerd a secret. She's got plenty of likable qualities to her, and eventually comes to accept her otaku-ness as something to embrace. That being said,
That actually reminds me a lot of what's that one show? Oh yeah, To Love Chinibu. How do you pronounce that? I know like somebody's gonna know what show I'm talking about, and it's on Netflix too. It sounds a lot like that, where she's the type of person to hide like a key part of her to get close to somebody, but then eventually in the show they learn to embrace it, all that stuff. So yeah.
she did not hold back her verbal punches when it came to Hirotaka.
あの最有料物件のどこに不満があるっていうの？
いや、不満とかではないけど、まあでもぶっちゃけ顔は樺倉さんの方が私好みなんだよね。
She so obviously enjoys being in a relationship with him, and yet all throughout the series, she was always harping on about how unattractive he was.
Damn.
How Taro was more her type, commenting on other relationships, and every kind of rhetoric that would put any other man off. Not cool.
なおちゃん。
Yeah, she would be out.
Small businesses, they feel
Yeah, she would be out. If I was in a relationship with a girl and she kept on commenting about, oh, like, well, he's, you mentioned to me, you're supposed to be my girlfriend, but how, oh, like, you know, oh, he's more my type. Well, then, go be with him.
なんだっけ。
Number 15, Hanmyo, Outlaw Star.
I was not even born yet when this
Do you
show was
like
out.
me or something?
No, I didn't mean it like that. Well, maybe I do.
And this is why dating a girl who's in the assassin business never ends well.
Ah,
Not
she's
that
an assassin.
Jim really knew who he was falling for.
That is so nice.
A chance encounter with the innocent-looking maiden turned out to take something of a dark turn for poor Jimbo, since it was her mission to wipe out the Outlaw Star crew, only to get sniped out of the stratosphere later on. She may never have known that she was trying to eradicate the boy she had fallen for, but at the very least, Jim was spared of being confronted with the horrific truth post-marriage.
No.
Number 14, Kozue, Baki series.
I wanted to watch this just because of the look.
動揺した後。どう
And plus, I did see that one clip before in another compilation where I think it was like his dad walked in on him, like, you know, while he was trying to do his thing. And I thought that was so funny. But I had completely forgotten about this show for a second. But I do want to watch it eventually.
するのかなって。
Oh, Kozue, we didn't want to put you on this list. Up until recently, you had been nothing short of a super loyal, super helpful girlfriend to Baki in the past.
Alright, what
The
happened?
incident with Muhammad Ali Jr. was still
Huh?
very much a monster of your own making.
僕と結婚してほしい。
Damn.
The cocky boxer made it crystal clear he wanted to go a few rounds with you outside the ring. And yet you still made an effort to hang out with him, even though you knew it would put your relationship with Baki into jeopardy. Junior may have ended up getting thrashed by the end of it, but so is our opinion of this little lady.
あなたは。
Number 13, May, Citrus.
Oh, I've seen the show. I've seen the show a while back.
That moment when
You
the
might-
fact these
you
two
might
being
know why.
stepsisters isn't the most damaging thing about their relationship. May, for all intents and purposes, is abusive.
Yeah.
Not only does she force her
Like I said, you know, kind of what major reason why I watched the show. But when I look back on it, their relationship was not good at all. In my opinion, their relationship was not good at all because she just kept on pushing herself on her, like just all the time. Just like every single chance she got, and she was so
herself on
their
YouTube
relationship's
without
just not good
consent
at all.
several times throughout the series just for a cheap thrill,
Yep.
then emotionally closes herself off.
あなたが黙るには
Yeah, she had
こ
problems.
れが一番効くみたいだ
Well, both had their problems, but you
This
know.
combination is enough to send Yuzu spiraling into a
That's why it didn't
maze of
work.
confusion, love, and despair, while Mei frankly couldn't give a crap about what she's doing to the once spunky Gyaru. Their coupling isn't so much about looking past the surface as it is, girl, get the hell out of there.
こんな風に誰かの体温を求めてしまうのは私が歪んでいるせいなのかしら。
Number 12, Flay, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed.
Yeah, I never seen any other Gundam series, so.
While we can totally get behind wanting to share the sheets with our Lord and Savior Kira Jesus Yamato, the way in which Flay went about emotionally manipulating the traumatized pilot while simultaneously space cucking her fiancé was really shallow,
Damn.
with an extra layer of sleazy.
何もそれに縛られることはないと思う。
So she seduced everybody?
While she's not completely without redemptive qualities, and certainly didn't deserve to get axed off by a mobile suit, it's clear from this act she had no problem with being a heartbreaker. Jeez, I mean, she really wanted Kira's Gundam Seed, didn't she?
じゃあな、お邪魔みたいだから。
Number 11, Charlotte Linlin, One Piece.
Is that Big Mom? Is that her real name?
Big Mom knows what she wants.
Okay, that is
and
a real
when
name.
she's done with it,
Never knew.
she's just as quick to toss it away like
I said this before. I watched all the One Piece that was on Netflix. It goes all the way up to Alabasta. Haven't watched past that. I have no interest to. So, anybody who's a big One Piece fan, don't come after me saying no. You need to watch further. This and that. I will decide if I do that. I will decide. So please, do not bug me. Okay.
like half-eaten cake. This includes her husbands, lovers, and any other unfortunate soul she chose to make a baby with, using them as stepping stones to create a legion of offspring that would serve as her army and establish herself as a true pirate to be feared.
双子だ。
Oh my gosh.
抱かせてほしいのね。
Isn't that just a horrid
お
sight?
前はも
We can understand that Linlin had it going on in her younger years, but come on lads, the writing was clearly on the wall with this one.
う。畜生。俺のウェディングケーキ。
Number 10, Solar Ui, Fate Zero.
Oh yes,
情
yes,
けないという指摘
Yes.
すぐにでも撤回してもらうよ
ええ、期待してるわよ。
Kenneth may have been a top-tier douche, but it's fair to say that his wife-to-be was no angel. In fact, she was completely governed by her overwhelming desire to become the one true master of
Man.
Lancer. Nowhere is this better demonstrated than when she tortured her bedridden fiancé by breaking his fingers until he handed over control.
この右腕を切り落とすしか他にな
Look at her.
けど、どうするの？
Alas, her time commanding the hunky servant was cut short when she got curb-stomped by Mea.
Yep.
She may have been devious, but getting her hand cut off and sniped to death all in one evening was still a bit much. Number 9, Otohime, Okami-san and her 7 companions.
I don't think I've heard of this one. What the?
There's Clingy,
Why'd you hide?
and then there's Otohime. Thanks to the support of her dear friend and love interest Taro, this once shy and overweight girl managed to turn her life around for the better. On the downside, she's become a little obsessive, to the point where stalking and stealing Taro away became commonplace.
女の嫉妬は海よりも深いんですのよ。
お覚悟なさいませ。
Her antics may be a little on the excessive side, but we can't feel too sorry for him. We know what they get up to each time Otohime drags him off. Wink wink.
お寂しいなら私が癒して差し上げます。
Yeah, I've definitely seen her character type before. I have definitely seen her character type before. In the beginning when he said that she was overweight and then she had lost it, that reminds me of another anime that I saw where it was like this girl had lost weight and then it was like a reverse harem. What was that show called?
Number 8, Yakuna. My first girlfriend is a gal.
So yeah, we can go out, boyfriend.
You can try and sell us on the true
I've seen this show. But I don't know if I thought of her as like a bad girlfriend. I just thought of her as just not very interesting as a girlfriend. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll explain.
Love trope all you want, anime. It still doesn't take away the fact that the relationship between these two characters is as thin as paper. While
I'll
she's
give him
not
that.
a terrible person, Yakuna is, by all means, just as fickle as our bland lead protagonist.
Yeah.
Hey, friend, I'd like you to take
I will say that. I will say that she's just not very interesting, and him as an MC isn't even interesting either.
me back to your place, okay? Bye!
And she just sounds very
Their
typical.
entire
Like
relationship
she
is
just sounds like
built
a
on
whole
the fact
stereotype.
He just wants to lose his V card to someone as blessed in the chess departments as her.
True.
And yet she keeps indulging him. Honestly, no amount of panty shots can hide just how much of a poorly constructed love interest she is.
I'm experiencing
Yeah, I'll give him that.
some major
I'll give him that because I was thinking myself. I was thinking about her like as a terrible. I was thinking more of a terrible person. Like she's not a terrible person, but her character and her personality is very bland and stereotypical. So, and he's also boring as an MC as well. So, guess they're kind of meant for each other.
deja vu here, and not in a good way.
Number 7, Ruruka Ando. Danganronpa 3.
Never watched
End of
Danganronpa.
Hope's Peak High School. Oh, how can anyone as cute as her be bad? After all, she's in a loving relationship and likes to make
Isn't there something about like a
Our
killer?
priority is staying alive.
Something? I don't know.
Lucky me, there's
I
someone
don't know
by
about
my
the whole
side I can
and
trust.
all this series.
There certainly is. I am your rock. Count on me till the bitter end.
Well, you'd be surprised what a person can do when they find themselves trapped in a mutual killing game.
Yeah,
betray
okay.
me.
Okay, I was about to say, because I was about to say, I've heard of it being like some type of killing, like something to do with the element of murder in Danganronpa. I don't know anything about the series. All I know is that there is this one content creator that I follow, Jazzy Gun, shouts out to you, who plays the game. I have never, but I've just never watched the show or seen the game ever before. So, please excuse my ignorance.
Hey, quit with that stuff. You know I'd never
Definitely
do
seen clips of the
anything
show
to break
before,
your
because it
heart.
was another
While her
compilation.
desire to live is
that's all I know.
understandable, the way in which Ruruka deceived and tries to take out the other members of the Future Foundation certainly painted her in an unsympathetic light.
Hmm.
This unfortunately included her own boyfriend.
No worries.
Ah, okay,
Life
gotcha.
isn't fair. I understand.
Jeez.
I love you. It's okay.
Guess too much sweets can be bad for you. Number 6, Louise, the familiar of
Oh yeah, she
Shiro.
sucks.
Got a question for you,
I agree.
Saito.
She sucks.
Is sleeping in
I've
a
seen the
barn,
show. She
getting
sucks.
treated like a slave, and constantly being whipped with it, all for the slight chance of getting some nookie.
You a
Yep.
guy? You're nothing more than a lowly familiar.
Despite the fact she's also a victim of bullying, Louise treats her new human familiar
The exact
in
same
an
way.
appalling manner.
Yes, she gets bullied all the time for her height, how she's not good at magic, all that stuff, right? But then this guy comes along, which, the whole premise of the show, is basically like, trying to prove who's the best, like, what is it, wizard, I guess? Magician kind of thing. And he's not what she thought, was going to, happen when she tried to summon for like a familiar. But because she gets bullied, she transfers that to him. And sometimes treats him even worse because she treats him as her property. So every single chance she gets, she finds some excuse to just beat down on the man. And I'm like, and I watched this whole show, and I'm like, this girl just sucks. She just sucks as not only as a potential love partner, but I feel like she's even worse as a person because she has that tsundere personality where she acts a certain way, but she doesn't show her true feelings all the time. So that's that's kind of common in anime with like a lot of tsunderes, but still, I think she is just terrible.
The way in which she's prone to jealous outbursts and is very possessive of him in spite of the abuse she inflicts,
Yep.
ensured that the romantic foundations the series was trying to lay down turned out to be rocky at best.
Yeah. See this dog. Mhm.
Number 5,
Also, I feel like that's also Scum's Wish, but I feel like that's also a classic of the male protagonist falling for the girl who treats him the worst. Because there are plenty of other girls in that show who treat him with nothing but kindness. like that one girl who's like a, what was she, like a maid or something? Like she had like a maid outfit or was like an attendant to somebody. She was really nice to him and was in love with him. That girl was nice to him, who they just shown. The princess was nice to him, but nah, he ain't want none of, no, choose the girl who treats you the worst and always refers to you as a dog or just property. Sure, go right ahead. You know, it's your life. What about, you know, what do I got? You know, I ain't got nothing to do.
If Hanabi, Scum's wish.
私たちは付き合っている。でも、お兄ちゃん。
What is wrong with these kids? As a girlfriend, Hanabi certainly isn't what you would call stable. Her inability to earn the love of the man she craves led her to form a sexual relationship with fellow classmate Mugi, where they proceed to use each other as replacements for the ones they truly desire.
Yeah, I never watched this show, but I've heard some messed up stuff about it like that.
なんで？どうして好きなふりするの？
Things only unravel from there, as conflicted feelings, lustful wants, and damaged psyches all blend together until nearly everyone involved is left as a shell. Deep down, we know Hanabi is a sweet girl, it's just her way of handling things is more than a little destructive.
その目じゃなきゃ嫌なの。欲しがってよ。あいつに向ける好きなんてないくらい。
Like, sure, they have this to offer, but bruh, this show. I completely forgot about this one. But yeah, I've never seen Scum's Wish, but I've heard some things, okay? Like, cause sure they offer that, you know, which y'all just saw, but there's like some inner psychological stuff that I'm pretty sure is not the best. When I say not the best, I don't mean as far as like viewing wise. I'm pretty sure viewing wise is fine, but just as far as like, you know, the characters themselves and how damaging the situation can be. Actually, it also kind of reminds me of what was that one anime a lot of people were just calling damn, what was that anime called? Beastars. That whole thing with the and I'm forgetting the characters' names, but the deer and the hare, because they were in a little, you know, they had a little thing, but she didn't love him. She didn't love him, and he honestly, I don't even think he loved her. I don't think the deer even loved her like that anyway. But yeah, like it's like if you've seen the show, you know what I mean. But yeah, it actually reminds me of that kind of situation.
Sekai, school days. While Makoto's antics across the series were reprehensible, we can't exactly say Sekai didn't have a hand in it.
Yeah.
After all, she easily tempted him into cheating on his new girlfriend and starting a whirlwind affair with her, only to be surprised that he would go ahead and cheat on her with another girl, and then another, and another, and well, you get the idea. Now you would think most people would have just walked away from a mess like that.
She said, I'm about to run up in your crib and...
The only logical thing left to do in her mind, stab him to death. We know he's a scumbag, but don't you think murder is a bit much?
Listen, just let that be a lesson to you. Don't be messing with these girls' hearts, because you don't know what you're going to get at the end of it. I know y'all seen the clips of girlfriends going crazy, and I'm not saying she's not at fault. What I'm saying is you can't be messing with people's hearts, because you might just get that.
Chi-Chi, Dragon Ball Z.
Leave me out of this!
I want both of you.
Funny!
Hold for now.
Funny!
School tomorrow.
While we can understand.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. As soon as she got brought up, I was like, you know, like WatchMojo, and I hear people complain about how WatchMojo basically rides on Dragon Ball. And this is in one situation where it's like they agree that Chi-Chi is top worst as far as love companions. And to be honest, I agree.
Marrying a Saiyan isn't always a walk in the park. Chi-Chi's whole approach to her and Goku's relationship can be startlingly aggravating. She ropes him into a shotgun wedding without him really understanding the concept.
As for you, Goku, hit the road. Don't call us, we'll call you.
She's fully aware that the only thing he's good at is fighting and training, and all she does is act like an angry housewife. If you wanted a normal life, then why did you marry a naive alien warrior who can blow up planets?
There you go.
You just let him run off.
Sheesh, take a page out of Bulma's book. Number
Yes, Bulma is definitely the better wife. I do not want to hear nothing of this. Like, I've never even seen this show, but I know what the show's about. That's why I refuse to watch it. But anyway, yes, Chi-Chi is trash as a wife, okay? She's so annoying, okay? Because the whole foundation of their relationship is built on just ignorance. Because think about it. When they met as kids, right? And she just, you know, had like a little crush on Goku. She didn't know who he was. She just had a crush on him, right? Then years later down the line, they meet up again as adults at the World Tournament. And she is mad at Goku because he made a promise as a kid to, you know, marry her, which, you know, like, I understand, but at the same time, you're both kids. Like, stop hanging on to these dreams and stop hanging on to these promises that you made as a kid. Y'all children. But anyway, then at the World Tournament, he beats her in the match, and she reveals that he made that promise because he forgot because he's a kid. But Goku's like more of a kid. I feel like you could argue Goku's kind of more of a kid as an adult, but that's beside the point. And Goku admitted that he forgot, and he didn't even know what a wife was. He literally thought wife was food. He thought a wife was food. Think about that. And after hearing all of that, Goku then just said, he walked up to her. This is what Goku said. Not word for word, but this is basically what he said. He said, sometimes my mind just doesn't know. Sometimes my mind just doesn't know what it was, and then I just say whatever. But he said, my heart knows what I want. Will you marry me? And she just said yes, right then and there. After hearing all of that, she just said yes and just threw herself to the man. If y'all remember, there was a scene where she kissed him on the cheek, and he was like, he was like, what the fuck? He didn't understand that at all. He doesn't even understand marriage and love now. He honestly doesn't. I don't care what nobody say. He may love Chi-Chi, he may love Gohan, but he has no idea what it's really like to be a father or a husband. Not at all. Goku is trash in that department. In that department, he's trash. And so is Chi-Chi. Okay. That was nice to get that off my chest.
to Kirino, Oremo.
キモなわけないでしょうわマジ引く
There are so many things to hate about this girl. It's hard to know where to start. Despite the fact she loves all things nerdy, she will go to extreme lengths to ensure no one knows, even if it means acting hostile to those who share her passions. Then there's the always popular trait of insulting and acting abusive to the one guy she actually likes.
ロマンチックじゃないからやめてよね。察してよねって意味か。
いちいち言うなバカ
This also extends to lashing out when another girl shows interest towards him. All of these are totally valid points.
Keep on
As to
spitting.
why you should avoid Kirino like the plague. But of course, they don't compare to the fact that
Is
the
the cherry
man
on top?
she wants to bang is her biological, full-on blood-related brother.
And there it is! Incest, people!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified.
Who would be number one? It's probably gonna be a show that I don't know.
If you're on your phone, make sure
I'm
to
having a
go
good
to your
time. I'm having a
settings
good time
and
with this.
switch on notifications.
Number 1, Yuno, Future Diary.
This is Yuno Gasai,
Have I seen Future Diary?
my girlfriend.
Sorry, you.
No, I haven't, but I've
brought this on
seen
yourself.
many
After
clips
all,
of the
you know
show.
the unwritten rule. Never you know what with crazy. While she looks adorable on the surface, Yuno is, what's a delicate way of putting this? Oh yeah, batshit insane.
Yes, she is.
She's got me. I'm trapped.
With her sole desire in life to be with her beloved Yuki, whether he wants to or not, Yuno
Oh yeah, that's what... The first time I actually saw her was actually... There was like a meme where she just kept on saying his name. Yuki, Yuki, Yuki. Like because apparently she just says that all throughout the show in like a crazy way. Because I've seen the clips. But yeah, she's... As you can see, she's nuts.
slaughtered her way across the series, all in the name of love. Seriously, if you just breathed in Yuki's general direction, you were liable to get an axe to the face. How romantic.
Was it really so much to ask that I get to spend one single day in bliss with the man I love?
No, shut up,
Do
phone.
you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from...
That was a good list. I had a good time with this. I had a good time. It's funny because I thought about recording this video earlier, but I didn't know how I would even like feel about it, because it's like I was thinking like, how many shows am I actually gonna recognize? Because I've watched my fair share of romance animes and just animes that, you know, where like a relationship happens and I remember the character for one specific reason, and there was like, you know, there was actually like, you know, like a few more than I thought that I would actually recognize. But yeah, this is a good video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below what your thoughts on the video. If you have a worse girlfriend in anime, you know, heck, let me know. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna see y'all for the next one. Peace.